Mr. Patten.
Well, I sort of have the same problem. When you moved into a neighborhood and there were drug dealers at the end of the street, you knew they were there. Why are you complaining about it now? Which is exactly on point to what I'm about to talk about. I've been researching the police department now for about the last 4 or 5 months, and I'm getting ready to publish a whole swath of stuff. But what's going on right now is particularly important that you need to be aware of because it's entered into the realm of whacked out public safety. As you know, I wrote a series of articles about Officer Frasetti, who basically was fitted up on charges by the department of destroying public records when, in fact, there was absolutely no evidence to indicate that he had done so, and that was borne out. Right now, you have another situation going against another officer, and one of the charges that he's accused of is of making public records requests in writing, and for that he was hit with insubordination. Because he was told to only make his public record request verbally. He continued to make a couple of public records requests to fight a previous disciplinary, which he successfully fought. He continued to make his public records requests in writing, and on a recent summary, which I have a copy of, he was cited for continuing to make his public records requests. The department has just violated Florida's public records law in reprimanding somebody for that. But that's not the least of it. The department is very good at investigating its own. It is very good at its stats, which involve traffic tickets and traffic stops. It isn't very good at much else, though. When it came to the shooting of Tyler Spann, the city police department backed off because, as Chief Julie Williams said, well, we're just not equipped to handle an investigation like that. They're law enforcement officers. They're supposed to be able to investigate something like that. A month and a half ago, 2 months ago, a young woman by the name of Candace Hillick was shot to death in a driveway on Laurel Road. That's right on the intersection of Laurel Road and, or Laurel Drive rather, and US 41. It's like just south of Venice Avenue, right behind a gas station. So it's right in the heart of town. Directly across the street from that was another house that was involved that has been involved in the drug trade, 717 Laurel. On May 1st, 3 men were accused, and this has been in the papers, 3 men were accused of making a threat with a gun to one individual. Police who had been watching the house saw the 3 men running out after this guy. They arrested one of them the next day based on probable cause, not with a warrant. And by Tuesday, May 4th, the story was in the Herald Tribune and police were stating they were waiting for warrants on the other 2. Those warrants have never come. And rather than walk them through to a judge and get them signed, and I've had to do it as a probation officer, you can get a warrant in a couple of hours. They didn't necessarily need one in this case. They had more than enough probable cause to make the arrest warrantless, but they decided to go for a warrant, or a capias, rather. And that process is more suited for going after somebody for a misdemeanor worthless check. To date, the warrants have not been issued for these other 2 individuals. Now, why this is of some concern is because one of these individuals was arrested on the 7th. His name is Ronnie Neese. He decided to go up to Sarasota and rob a pharmacy with a gun. Turned out to be an air gun. He got shot in the shoulder for it and ended up getting caught when he went to Doctor's Hospital to get the bullet removed. But these are valid threats to public safety, and the Venice Police dropped the ball. All along, I and the Herald Tribune have been asking, when are these warrants coming out? When are you actually going to be able to arrest these people? They've known where they are. They've had more than enough probable cause to arrest them warrantless, and I say that with some knowledge and experience in law enforcement, but they didn't do it. Ronnie Neese is currently in jail. According to my call to the jailers last night, there still is no warrant for the false imprisonment and the aggravated assault charge that should have been stemming from the May 1st incident. The 3rd individual, who is arguably the most dangerous, this is the guy who leapt out of the closet with a baseball bat and was ready to rip this one guy's head off with it. He's still at large. There is no warrant for his arrest, but police know right where he is. There's a problem here, folks, and if I'm one of the neighbors of this house on Laurel Road, or Laurel Drive rather, and I know that the police can be arresting this individual at any point in time, but I've got this ticking time bomb. As I talked to Tom McNulty yesterday, I said, so right now you're just hoping that he doesn't kill anybody while you're waiting for the warrant to come through? State attorney says they don't have the warrant, and even if they do get it, the state attorney who is involved with that particular case is on vacation this week, so he won't be back until next Monday. Boy, I sure hope nobody gets killed in the process.
Thank you, John.
The police department and its processes need to be investigated. They need to be looked into. Chief Julie Williams' management style at that police department needs to be very, very closely looked into. This is only a small part of a huge story. Now, you guys can do the right thing and start doing some cleanup, or you can be embarrassed when I start splashing it all over the web. And it will be picked up by the Herald-Trib, I can guarantee that.
That's it, Mayor.
Mr. Mayor, I think Mr. Patten has made some very serious allegations. I think we need to look at this. I don't think this is the appropriate time, but at the conclusion of the council meeting, I think we need to discuss this.
You mean during the meeting?
Yeah, when we get to...
Right, I understand. I thought you meant after the meeting, which we couldn't do.
No, of course not.
Thanks, I understand. That's why I was hesitating for a moment. And, all right. Are there others that have signed up to speak? Clerk?
No.
Okay. Mr. Snyder?
I would like to introduce Ms. Tommy Berry. She is a partner with CPA Associates, who is our independent auditor, CPA firm, and she's going to give you an update, a quick update on our financial report